Hello and welcome, Scorpio, to your April love reading. Keep in mind these are collective in general, so receive what resonates, release what does not. Let's go ahead and get into it. For those of you that shared your vote on my community board about the type of content and the duration of videos that you would like, thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you have not yet done that, go ahead and check it out on my community board and share your voice. Okay, so receive what resonates. Let's go ahead and get into it. For Scorpio signs, how is Scorpio feeling when it comes to love in April? I did see the panicky card come out, okay? So be sure that you're grounding yourself. Okay. So we have two cards. We have frustrated and inspired. So it looks like you're transmuting this energy here. With this frustrated card, we have prevented, hindered, or blocked. So you feel like you're blocked, or there's a delay, or there's just some sort of energy that's frustrating you. And you're starting to do something that's quite genius, is you're taking those emotions, those feelings, and you're transmuting them through a creative process. It could be writing. It could be writing music, it could be singing, it could be any, drawing, painting, any sort of creative process here. For some of you too, you're like, okay, love is quite frustrating, so I'm going to focus on my passions instead. I'm not going to focus on that. When the panicky card came out, I kind of got this sense of like feeling a bit of lack. So be sure that you're focusing on the love in your life, okay? To shift your frequency or vibration and the momentum towards what you are attracting in. If you feel like there isn't enough love in your life, or you feel a sense of lack, or you feel like you're codependent on someone, so that's just something to kind of balance things out for you and to put you into a vibration of appreciation, which will then manifest more of the momentum that you love here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this person, the person connecting romantically with Scorpio. What is our energy towards Scorpio in April? I apologize, I'm a little bit tired today. Let's see. Inadequate. Okay, so they are feeling incompetent. They are not feeling worthy, because we have worthless, ill-equipped, incompetent. And here's this tiny car trying to pull this huge trailer and all of this baggage here. So I feel however this person is reacting, right? If you're going in two separate directions in April, or they're, not showing up, it's definitely having to do with their own insecurities. Okay, this person might be running at this time. You might be sensing that, but it definitely has to do with their insecurities. It's easier to run away than be rejected, right? So let's go ahead and dive a little bit deeper into this. For some of you too, it could be that this person, very specific, but this person had to relocate for a job, okay? Or something didn't go their way, they had to relocate, and because of that, perhaps, there's now distance between the two of you if you're in a relationship with this person, and perhaps, you're having some delays in travel here, or in things that are unfolding, okay, that are kind of keeping you from each other. But you could be writing each other like actual letters. That's something else that's coming through. But anyways, let's clarify. What is this frustrated feeling for you? Ace of Coin. You have a lot to give. You know your value. You see the value in this person, perhaps even the value in this connection. But if that person doesn't see that value within themselves, like I said, maybe something happened that kind of knocked their self-esteem a little bit. Could have to do with their career. But I feel like for some of you, with this Ace of Coin, It's like you see their value, you see your value, perhaps you see the value of this connection, but the Ace of Coin is a beautiful new beginning. It's a grounded beginning here. So that's being delayed, and that's something that's frustrating you. So let me see, is this beginning with this person? What is this Ace of Coin? Something coming to fruition that you've been, manifesting here for a while. Scorpio, we've got strength. Yeah, something, you really had to be patient with, have courage, resilience. Okay. I feel like you yourself have overcome so many insecurities and you've balanced out your ego here. Okay, let's clarify this inspiration for you. The Nine of Wands. You're not wanting to give up. You're not wanting to give up. Whatever you're moving through, your pain, your frustration, your discomfort, you're turning it into your power here. Some of you could even be writing or creating again about your experience or being inspired by this situation that's unfolding, and that is just it could be bringing you in some value here with that Ace of Pentacles. That could be a book. What else is this inspired energy? Okay, we have the Devil energy showing up here. So that was kind of that panicky attachment sort of energy I was getting in the beginning of these cards when I was tapping into your energy, Scorpio. Could be a Capricorn energy too. But with the Strength and the Devil, there is a balance, right? There could have been a lot of passion here. Perhaps you have a lot of passion towards this person, but you're not in alignment at this time. The Devil energy is also about control. So you feel maybe that certain things are outside of your control, and that's frustrating for you. But you are refocusing back on your value or whatever this, new beginning is for you here. That's most important. And I do feel like it's your intrinsic value, but the Ace, your intrinsic value that is manifesting in the physical for this new beginning. Let's clarify, what is this Devil energy for Scorpio? Justice. Okay. Karma balancing. Okay, there could be some sort of karmic cycle that you're healing and you're moving through. You might feel like you have a soul contract with this person. Okay, let's clarify that Ace of Pentacles a little bit further. Scorpio, the Lovers. Yeah. I mean, you are revisiting this and you're like, is this still in alignment? Does this bring me this value? Okay, because the Lovers is a card of choice. It's whether or not you want to move forward with this person, or maybe you do have some options here. But perhaps that frustration could also be you don't feel like you're being valued. You don't feel like you're being appreciated. And you could be calling in something that is of greater value. Now, we haven't quite fully tapped into their energy, but these are the kind of timelines that are showing up here. Could be, you're clearing a karmic cycle and you're moving forward with something that is of value with someone who's also doesn't allow their ego to block them or prevent them from having a new beginning. That's possible. Could also be that you are clearing a karmic cycle within this connection in order to come together and have a new beginning. Let's get into this person's energy. Why does this person feel inadequate right now? Seven of Swords. They feel deceptive, okay? We have the Knight, okay? The Knight of Cups. They've been afraid of their feelings. They've been hiding their feelings. Their energy's been like a bit sneaky is what's coming through. The Knight of Cups is a fantasy energy. It's a dating energy. Some of you, this could have been a secret admirer that doesn't feel like they are good enough for you. We have the King of Swords, okay. And let's get one more. Energy for wise person. And then we have the Two of Cups. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the Nine of Pentacles. So with, the King of Swords, I feel like this person deliberately was sneaky or was withholding certain information, and they feel guilty about it. Perhaps they have it could even be like they were gathering information on you, Scorpio. Rather than just rather than just talking with you, like they went about it by, you know, perhaps talking to other people or finding other ways to learn about you rather than actually just coming forward and talking to you, learning about, you know, getting to know you. With the Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups, you know, it does feel like this person, you know, is interested in a relationship or sees the potential here. Let's clarify the Seven of Swords a little bit. What is the Seven of Swords? Death. Okay. So, yeah, this person could be leveling up in their, you know, in their maturity here. You could have called them out on something, or somebody could have called them out on something too, and that kind of made them step forward into their integrity. But this person could definitely be going through a transformation at this time. So a cycle in their life is ending. Clarify the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups energy. The World. So again, there could be distance between you. You might have to travel to get together here. But I feel like this person, you know, they see what they desire in you, Scorpio. But they might live at a distance. They might, again, like they might be gathering information online. Like they follow you. They could be one of your followers online if you're on a platform here. But this Knight of Cups in particular is quite focused, right? The World is a triumphant completion of a cycle too. You might be the person that inspires this person, or is the catalyst that encourages them to get through their own BS, right? To move through their fears or to clean up their act. Of course, you know, listen to your intuition and see how that person consistently shows up. But I feel like this person could also be hiding what they're transforming, what they're releasing, maybe even what they're grieving or healing at this time. That could be something else. Okay, let's clarify what is this King of Swords energy? The person romantically connecting with Scorpio. Ten of Swords. Yeah, definitely a very painful cycle ending for this person. Something that was holding them back, something that was keeping them stuck. Okay, what's this Two of Cups? Temperance in reverse. They're kind of running out of, they're running out of patience here. They're going back and forth. They're going back and forth because they're in the middle right now, it seems like. They're in the middle where they are, they're transforming, they're healing. They're not sure what timeline they're picking at this time. Let's clarify this Temperance in reverse. The Five of Swords. Change, yeah. I feel like this person, you know, is creating a lot of change in their world right now. And that's unsettling. I mean, having the Ten of Swords energy with the King of Swords. The King of Swords is somebody who can be a little bit colder, you know, quite logical, all air signs represented there. But with the Ten of Swords, I mean, the good news is like it's a completion of a painful cycle here. But with the Death card too and the Seven of Swords, This person could have even gone through some sort of betrayal recently, and that really knocked their confidence. Okay. So the way that they're acting does not have to do with you, Scorpio. It has to do with what's unfolding on their journey right now. Interesting. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what is this person's intentions towards Scorpio. High Priestess. They're not showing their hand. Not yet. They're still in the middle of the battle right now with the Five of Swords. They're still making changes. They're still figuring things out. And they're probably creating distance. And at this time, that might be healthy distance for them to be able to move through this, this transformation. To have that space to move through the transformation. Yeah. Yeah, that's why you're frustrated, I feel, with this situation. We also have the Five of Wands. This person has some things to transmute, to work through, some obstacles to overcome if they want to create this change. And I don't feel like that has anything to do with you. Two of Swords. Yeah, this person's at a in-between right now. They're at a crossroads. So that indecisive energy can be very frustrating, Scorpio. So I think, yeah, creating space and letting this person move through what they need to move through and continuing to manifest what it is that you desire. You know, this lover or this vibrational match, somebody who, you know, brings in equal value here, wants to build and grow together, somebody who can, you know, face their demons, and someone who can, that you do have a lot of passion here with. And even possibly, you know, lead to a deeper commitment. Okay. So continue to be inspired and manifest what it is that you want to bring into your love experience here. Because, you know, Seven of Swords isn't great energy. It is hiding something, and there's a lot shifting with this person, but there's, you know, your energy is much lighter and brighter, and there's a greater depth right now, I feel, to your energy and your transformation and your journey. Like, you go the distance. This person is trying to even figure out what direction to go in right now. Okay? So again, like, write down, manifest in that partner that you desire. Keep doing that and see what shows up for you here. Let's go ahead. First, let's get a romance angel card. Get a romance angel card here. And if you're with this person, like you're in a long-term or distance relationship with this person, I mean, of course, honor yourself, but just understand they may not be themselves for a while here because of what they're moving through. It's quite complex. Okay, guidance for Scorpios with the romance angels. We have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay. So there does need to be some sort of alignment here. Like I said, you know, you did have the Justice, the Devil, and the Nine of Wands. That could be kind of a karmic cycle possibly playing out here. But it could be also with this religious factors, maybe what you desire, because I think you're very clear about what you desire, Scorpio. And what this person desires right now just doesn't align. Okay? Maybe you desire marriage, this person doesn't. Because remember, on the bottom of the deck, we had the Nine of Pentacles. Maybe this person wants to stay, you know, in kind of a single energy and they don't want to make a commitment. If you're in some sort of maybe situationship. But what you have here, I feel, is much more buttoned up and clear and decisive. And that's what will manifest, is what you're decisive about and what you align with. This person's energy is very muddled and all over the place, and they have some clearing and cleaning up to do in their energy and in their world. So I feel like you are more spiritually advanced, aware, more spiritually conscious, than this person. This person is in probably a lower timeline than you. Okay. And it could be that there are too many differences right now for you two to work things out or come together, or even for you to focus on this, because if you've been focusing on this connection, it's just bringing you more confusion and frustration, then you know it's time to focus your time and energy into that which brings you value, that which brings you happiness, that which helps keep you in your high frequency vibration, right? Let's get one more romance angel card for Scorpio. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith, okay? And this is why I kind of bring that free will energy in, is it's like what you desire is out there. That person, that relationship, that commitment is out there, right? And if it's this person and you're manifesting that energy, right? Not necessarily a form, but you're manifesting the energy in a detailed way, then this person could, level up and move into that that position in your life. But if not, have faith and trust that someone else will. Okay. A karmic cycle is usually something that is repeated. It's usually a pattern, and it's usually something that holds you back. It holds you back from expansion. It holds you back from your happiness. You notice the same things repeating, right? But you have kind of outgrown that here. We'll get a little bit deeper into that. Okay. Let's clarify this Justice card here for Scorpio. The Queen of Wands. See? Have faith, trust, the Queen of Wands. Okay, the Queen of Wands coming out on Justice and the Lovers means that you're magnetizing in exactly what you desire. It's almost like if you are magnetizing in a soul contract, it is one that you created. One that you created, your higher self creator, that you created with Source here. Okay? Because the Queen of Wands is 100% in her power. She is magnetic. She's attractive. Okay? She enjoys her life. So I feel like you've got it pretty well figured out here, Scorpio. Let me clarify this Two of Swords, what this person is deciding in between. Yeah, the direction to move in. Their head and their heart are not on the same page at this time. They're trying to figure out how they feel. They're trying to navigate their emotions. In the King of Swords energy, they don't want to necessarily feel their emotions, but they have these romantic feelings. You have the Two of Swords and the Chariot. Well, these horses, look, they're going in two different directions. So this person has to get themselves on the same page, okay? Their head and their heart and their soul on the same page before anything could move forward, okay, in the direction. It could also be, do I stay or do I go? This person could be trying, thinking about right now about relocation. It could have been ending in their life, and now they want to relocate. So that's something else coming through here. So it's up to you. I mean, you have really beautiful energy here, okay? It's up to you about how you want to navigate this situation. Yeah, but I almost feel like this person here has to start from like the ground up. They have to start, because we have the Three of Coin with the Two of Swords and the Chariot. They could, again, have, be relocating for work, and that might be something that puts a strain on your connection to the point where you're like, maybe this isn't best. Let's see. How do you feel about this person, Scorpio? Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're ready to walk away. You're ready to expand. That was what I was getting. So trust, something better is coming in here. Continue to stay in your energy and manifest. I'm going way over the time. Oh my gosh. Oh, I got curious. What can I say? Okay, so let's see what you would like to express to this person, Scorpio. So you have kiss me and tell me you love me. And I don't think that's something this person could do, either with the distance or with their own insecurities and not being able to be affectionate and not being able to be present with you here. And with also, I mean, you have the Knight of Cups energy, so that could be a little bit more of an immature energy because this person has healing to do, okay? And the fact that the Temperance and the Two of Cups came out, it might be too that you've like taken this as far as it can go, as far as what you've learned, right? Let's see what this person has to say to you. I promise I'll treat you better. And I love how supportive you are of me. Okay, this person needs to find their footing. Let's see if there's a new energy. Okay, new energy coming in that you are ready for. Okay, that you're manifesting. What would this energy say? I am so proud of everything you have accomplished. Wow, look at these dynamics. So you're feeling a sense of lack from this person. This person's giving you promises, but you have the Seven of Swords, so, you know, it could be false promises. You're ready to walk away with the Eight of Cups and go for your Ten of Cups, and then you might be manifesting in your Ten of Cups with somebody who is supportive of you and proud of everything that you've accomplished, proud of your journey, okay? Someone who honors you. So, wow, there's a lot going on here. This might be like a karmic connection and then maybe a higher level connection coming in. I'm not sure. But hopefully this brings some clarity to you, Scorpio. Let's get a Divine Transformation card from Angelic Revelation 144. New perspective. It is time to take a step back and look at your life from a higher perspective. If you don't like it, you can change it by transforming yourself. Okay, and that's what I feel you've been focusing on here, Scorpio, and it's been very empowering for you. So if something you feel is stuck, stagnant, karmic, not moving forward, remember, just continue manifesting in what you desire to create, and I feel like you will be calling that in here. And I think it will be, the contrast will be very obvious. You know, and it's not that this person is necessarily a bad person. I think they just have their own journey to go on for their self-esteem, to find their clarity, and kind of rebuild themselves from whatever it is that they went through. You know, you're just going to kind of have to decide what is best for you and how you want to navigate this, because this energy is a bit muddled, right? So take time, decide what it is that, you know, you want to call in here. Shift your energy, focus on that, create that momentum, be decisive, and it looks like you're going to be calling it in. You know, I feel like you might be in alignment already with this other person, and they come in, okay, and then this person tries to kind of reach out to you, okay, but they're still at a distance, whether it's emotionally or, you know, their offers are still, they can't offer a whole lot right now, it feels like, for what they're moving through. So interesting. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Receive what resonates, release what does not. Thank you so much for joining me. Take the best care of yourself, and I will see you soon.